SEC, SEC. Come on, guys, say it with me. SEC. The Big 12 has announced that Oklahoma and Texas are going to begin play in the SEC during the 2024 season. And I just want to talk about it real quick. But before we dive into it, please go ahead, hit that like and the subscribe button. Let me know what you all are thinking. If you're an Oklahoma fan, if you're a Texas fan, let me know, what team are you most excited to play in the SEC conference? So after lots of holdup with the Big 12 and the SEC, trying to figure out when this buyout deal or what the exit deal is going to look like for Oklahoma and Texas, you heard that the Big 12 had came to pretty much a handshake agreement with Oklahoma and Texas here. ESPN was on board. The only, partner that wasn't on board was Fox, is from what I understand. And if I got that wrong, somebody please correct me. But it sounds like Fox was not on board. We finally got them on board. They were not happy that, they were going to lose a year of games, and they were trying to schedule some of these new teams for out-of-conference opponents for Oklahoma, which, I guess. But according to an announcement from the Big 12 on Thursday afternoon, the schools will owe the league a combined $100 million in exit fees, which you can imagine that's probably coming down between ESPN, CBS, probably some of the other SEC teams joining in on that. And here's the deal. For Oklahoma to now be in the SEC in 2025, you do want, so I feel like myself and some other fans kind of wanted Oklahoma to stay in the Big 12 till 2025 because it helps us develop a little bit more. But it's going to, definitely I think it's going to help recruiting. Now, I don't think you're going to see an influx in recruiting. You might land just maybe one or two guys that maybe you weren't going to land being in the Big 12. But then also, I know it's a conspiracy theory. You're not going to have these Big 12 refs anymore not calling holding calls against you guys. So this also comes on the heels of USC, and UCLA moving to the Big 10 in 2024. You definitely were under the impression the SEC was not going to want to be behind the Big 10, and that's definitely looks like what's happening now. The SEC is taking advantage of their opportunity to expand when the Big Ten is expanding so that the Big Ten does not have one up on them. So, this is it. We're here. For all the Sooner fans that have complained, we've seen your complaints. And after a 6 and 7 season, Brent Venables has a lot to do, a lot of work to get done in 1 year. Steve Sarkisian, 5 and 7 his first year, 8 and 5 the second year. We've talked about it. He needs to go win 10 games this year. Go to the Big 12 championship. If you're Oklahoma and Texas, you want to end with a bang in this conference. Both of you all want to be in the conference championship game. That way, you all can decide and have the decision of which one is going to win the Big 12 championship game. And we can have it up on everybody. It'd be great if Oklahoma and Texas, if one of the teams was undefeated and their only other loss was to the other team. And we kind of swept the Big 12. Now, I don't think that's realistic, but yeah. So, got a lot of work to do before we get to the SEC. But the players are excited. I've already talked to a couple Sooner players. They're stoked. They're ready. They're looking forward to it. They're pumped. So, go ahead, jump down in the comments below. Let me know, what school are you most excited to match up with now that we are in the SEC conference?